Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Jamar back from Vegas Scents. In this video, I'm giving my thoughts on a fragrance that I've actually had in my collection for several years now, and just am now getting around to sort of making a video on this particular fragrance. In my opinion, it's definitely one of the more sort of underrated or unknown fresh scents out there for like the summer and spring. And this fragrance goes by the name of Figue, and that's by Molinard. All right. So before I get started with the video, if you're brand new to the channel, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a like and a comment below, and please share the video if you find information helpful. All right, so this is the box that Figue comes in. It's just a really simplistic, fairly small purple box pretty much. So you get the name of the fragrance, as well as the company name, and the size of the bottle on the front of the box. And then you've got the Molinard symbol up top here. And you've got your sort of like UPC code and stuff like that on the bottom. And you have it's like some sort of passage here on the back. They have, it looks like, in French and in English. It says exquisite materials are the secret to the finest fragrances. So you've got that plus the ingredients and stuff like that on the back of the box. All right, so let's go ahead and open the box. And you see here, I mean, pretty much the front of the bottle looks exactly like how the front of the box looks. So you've got the Molinard down here, and then Figue just on a really simple sticker printed on the front. Got nothing on the back or the sides. And on the bottom, you've got the size of the bottle and everything. And then you've got the Molinard symbol at the very top here. So just a really simple looking bottle, but at the same time, this does look, in my opinion, pretty sophisticated, pretty modern, elegant. So I do really love the way that these bottles look. I do believe that this is sort of like an older bottle style from Molinard. I think that the new bottles, they look slightly different. They're still purple, but they look slightly different. And the cap, I think, is like a sort of rose gold type of color. And I think it's also metal. This is pretty much like a plastic cap. But I don't know, at least for me, I really like sort of modern, simplistic looking type of thing. So I really love the way that this bottle looks. So that's the bottle. And in terms of the smell, this particular fragrance, like I said, to me, this is definitely one of the more sort of underrated hot weather, types of fresh scents out there. So when you first spray this particular fragrance on, it does come off as being a little harsh. All right, so definitely I would say don't go right in and smell this, because you do sort of get an alcohol blast from this particular fragrance. It's a little disappointing because I'm pretty sure Molinard is supposed to be like a sort of niche perfumery house. So that's not necessarily something that you expect from like a niche perfume, but pretty much that alcohol harshness, that does go away like within probably the first 5 to 10 seconds or so. And then after that, what you get is you get sort of like a sweet, yet at the same time kind of tart lemon. You get a juicy sort of fig note from this, and you get like a really sweet, sparkly black currant note also in the opening spray. So this one, it starts off, really fresh, juicy, sparkly. It's a really refreshing scent, like I said, especially for like those really hot summer days. So this is the fragrance that I'm wearing today. And today is one of the more hotter days out here in Las Vegas. I think it's like around 108 or 109 degrees. So, definitely it's suited for this particular weather for sure. Now, once this fragrance starts to die down, the juiciness in that opening, from the fig and the lemon and the black currant, that does start to go away, and this does start to become more of sort of like a drier, greener type of fig scent. All right, so as it starts to dry down, it starts to become less about, kind of like that juicy fig fruit. And in my opinion, it starts to become more so kind of like the fig leaves or stems of the fig. It also kind of has like a sort of light floral touch to it as well. Definitely florals are not, in my opinion, like I would say the most emphasized part of this particular fragrance, but the florals are kind of there to, sort of add some sort of character to the fragrance. So this isn't necessarily a fragrance that comes off as being like overly floral or like feminine or powdery or anything like that. That's not the way that this one comes off. If anything, I would say that the florals kind of prevent this particular fragrance from becoming like too earthy or too dirty, if you can get what I'm saying. So that's pretty much what I get from this. And then pretty much in like the far dry down, this turns into kind of like a woody, musky type of scent. All right. Now, in terms of performance, the performance on this is actually pretty decent for what it is. I know most fig scents really don't have that great longevity. This particular fragrance, I do get about at least 7 hours or so of total longevity from the fragrance. It doesn't really project really that much at all, at least on my skin, for really the whole duration of the fragrance, even like within the opening. So I would say in terms of like projection, I probably only get about, I don't know, maybe like a half an arm's length, maximum from this particular fragrance for probably like the first hour or 45 minutes or so. And then after that, it dials back to like a really sort of intimate skin scent. But it does linger on my skin, at least for like, 7 hours or so. So, I mean, for what this fragrance is, again, it's a really fresh, light, aromatic fig scent. I feel like you can't really ask for much more than that. I've definitely seen where some people have, experienced fig scents that only last maybe 2 or 3 hours on their skin. And, even though they're really amazing smelling scents, that's all you really get out of them. So this is definitely not one of those scents where, you only get a couple of hours out of it. You do get a pretty long time out of this one. But like I said, everyone around you is not going to smell this on you. So this is more so going to be for the wearer to enjoy, in my opinion. All right. So in terms of when you would wear this, like I said, this is definitely, in my opinion, going to be mainly for the summertime. You could probably wear this in like the hotter sort of spring months or springtime and whatnot. So like going towards like the end of spring, early summer, I would say this is probably a good one to reach for around that time as well. And I think you could wear this really in any sort of situation. So if you wanted to wear this to work, this is perfectly fine. If you wanted to wear this just casually, this is perfectly fine. I would even say, even if you wanted to maybe wear this on like a date in the daytime or something like that, this is perfectly fine. I don't see anyone, really disliking the way that this one smells. It's not very complex. It's not offensive. To me, it's just a really sort of safe, fresh, clean, aromatic type of scent, in my opinion, that, has a small amount of sweetness to it, but not sort of overly sweet. And it's not overly green or floral at the same time, like I mentioned. So this definitely is, I would say, a good probably signature scent for like the summertime. If you just want to wear something that's inoffensive, and let's say maybe you're around a bunch of people who may be sort of more sensitive to fragrances, this is definitely a good choice for you to wear. All right. So that, again, that's my take on Molinard's Figue. I definitely recommend this for anyone, that's looking for just a really simple, dumb reach, fresh, clean summer type of scent. This is definitely one to pick up. I'll have to leave a link in the video for this one in terms of prices and where to find it. Like I said, I bought this fragrance years ago. I believe I got it off of eBay for about probably $40 to $45 or so. I'm pretty sure that that's what this one still goes for. I'm not sure though, so I'll definitely leave a link to where you can find this and for how much. But in my opinion, if you can find this one for anywhere from about probably $40 to about $60, I do think that this is worth at least that much. All right. So let me know, have you all smelled Molinard's Figue? What do you all think about this fragrance? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you get good, decent performance out of the fragrance? And if you don't, let me know. All right. So again, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a like and a comment below, and please share the video. And once again, that's Jamar from Vegas Scents. I'll see you on the next video.